Hey there, Darren Campbell with Confident Home Solutions, licensed general contractor, remodeler in North Carolina. We're talking about equipment. We're talking about skid loaders, track loaders, mini excavators, equipment like that for a contractor or even the homeowner, whether or not they think they can justify owning it. Alright, I'm going to tell you what my opinion is of it, whether or not I think I can justify owning it. I'll just give you that. Okay. So you want to know why we bought one? Well, I thought we needed one. So did Harlan. We had a bunch of work that was presented towards us. You know, whoa, let me back up. Whoa. I have to back way up to playing in the sandbox. That's when it all started. I'll admit it. I wanted to own a piece of equipment since then. Maybe that's why. Maybe I never did justify owning a piece of equipment to make money. Maybe it's just I aspired for greatness from the sandbox. I'm starting to think that makes more sense than actually owning the equipment. Well, actually, the more I think about it, I can rationalize owning that equipment if I stick with the sandbox way of thinking more than justifying it for money reasons. Okay, I guess I really never thought about it that way. Alright, other than that, I had a lot of respect looking at builders, general contractors when I saw that they had certain equipment. Especially if they had John Deere or Cat. I was like, oh, well, they had arrived. You know, if it was a lesser brands, well, they're just trying. But if they had John Deere or Cat, they knew what they were doing. They were definitely a better builder. Well, do I still think that? No. So that's one of the reasons why I bought a piece of equipment. Harlan and I both thought we needed it because of all the different work that we were losing. Some of the cons to not having a piece of equipment. You're waiting on another person. Well, you could rent it, but are you going to rent the truck? And are you going to rent the trailer? Or are you just going to have it delivered? Well, the best scenario is if you have, if you can get a relationship with someone and to pay them to deliver a piece of equipment to your place. It costs a lot of money for a truck and trailer. And I have heard quite a few different relationships like that, to where the guy owns the truck and trailer, he uses it for his equipment, but he'll deliver it for X amount of money to their job. That'd be ideal if you could actually find that. All right. Okay, so okay, so in the year 2020, what a horrible song. I gotta believe in our current situation, it was better than being stuck in a room listening to that back at that time. Okay, I digress, I'm getting off. So, talking about the excavator. As a remodeler, builder, we've changed our thinking quite a bit. In the year 2019, we did, I believe, 2 jobs, and we were just slammed. I mean, we were busy, and I turned down, no joke, and I keep saying the word 20, maybe not this many, but pretty close to that amount of jobs that required the use of equipment. So I really started looking over how much that piece of equipment, how long it took it to get to the job, the weather conditions, and the liability. Now, when I was younger, my father, he didn't per se say liability, but I'm getting more and more. I understand. The longer you're in business, liability means a lot more to you. You know, you start thinking about how am I safely going to transport it down the road? Well, that's pretty easy to do, but there's always psychos out on the road you have to deal with. You're always liable. It is what it is. As soon as you get to the piece of property, if you already have people that are there, you know, if it's a residence, is it a finished yard? Are there sprinklers you're going to be digging into, crushing? Concrete drive, you're going to be breaking their concrete drive. It is amazing the amount of people that, you know, want us to back everything. We absolutely will not put a concrete truck onto a person's driveway. We just won't. Everything either has to be Georgia buggied or pump trucked or some way. We are not taking that thing across their drive. We're not giving this, and I say this right to people, we are not giving you a new driveway, because essentially that's what you will be doing if you back across their driveway. Even with as little as 4 yards, I'm not going on it. Nope. I'm not giving somebody a new driveway. Alright, so there starts to be a lot more negatives, and you start to rationalize as to why Darren doesn't want to bid on jobs that use a piece of equipment. So if I can bid on a job using these tools, pull in there with a standard work truck, work van, not being hassled with DOT, just truck and trailer, make the same amount of money, why would I have a piece of equipment? It makes no sense. Okay, so you probably want to know, would we buy it again? No. I couldn't justify it due to the liability, changing pickup, changing trailer, just doing all these. Couldn't justify it. I really think even other guys that are in that line of work, I don't think they can justify it as compared to going and leasing equipment when the season is kind of busy. I don't think they can. If they're honest with themselves. And yeah. So I don't mean to be a downer concerning this you know, the equipment, but I'm a realist. And yeah, the equipment makes me happy. I love looking at equipment. But I like money in my bank account too. That makes me pretty happy. So yeah, so if you are in the market and you're thinking that you need a piece of equipment, you need to really touch base with a contractor that has one and ask them, you know, what their feelings are. Not over the past year, but somebody that's owned that piece of equipment for quite a few years, and whether or not they can justify it. You know, and ask them what is the percentage of jobs that they use that. You know, there's other people that are in a different situation that don't use, I mean, they're just like me, that they only use a piece of equipment, you know, 10% of the time. When we bought that piece of equipment, we were anticipating we were going to use it probably on 30 to 40% of our jobs. But when I started moving our rate up for our business, it started becoming pretty competitive with what we could charge with using a piece of equipment. And if we were even getting close with operating at the same rate, just pulling a van and a trailer, or just a van by itself, why in the world would you take a piece of equipment out? There it is. So, well, hopefully you enjoyed this. leave your comment down below, and hopefully I gave you a little bit of insight, and I may have to do a follow-up video explaining it even more. So